Reload! Well, it's not often that we get to see the Turkish perspective of Gallipoli, guys. We're here on the Gallipoli coast with the Turks, and our job is to stop the Anzac attackers under any circumstances. Also to evacuate some very, very expensive guns from the map.
Commander, a large British force has landed on the shore. We must strengthen our coastal defenses and stop the infidels at any cost.
I love that the Turkish speaker here is speaking with a British accent. But in any case, boys, we have to get set up, get stuck in. Let's make it happen.
You can select
for Turkey.
But keep in mind that your supply of ammunition is very limited. May Allah help us.
Alright, may Allah help us, guys, and hopefully we get a glorious victory here. We're setting the boys out, and let's hope for the absolute best. Alright, how are the boys doing? That's what I really want to find out, and it looks like they're just now getting to the first line of sandbags. I'm going to actually order them to move a little bit faster than they're used to keep the Australians under fire. I don't want to drop the artillery yet, only when we absolutely need to. And for anybody wondering, we are playing this at NCO difficulty to add a little bit of realism here to the actual game itself. Alright, they're attacking, boys. Let's bring in some more infantry squads. They're going to make a push. It looks like the heaviest push is over here on the left side. Alright, we're going to take some of the boys and get up here. I think we should be able to get a much better line of fire. A line of sight, anyway. Go, boys. For Kamil Pasha. Where is that? There they are. The infantry have just now arrived. In fact, they're still arriving. We want to get them to the fight quickly, guys. Let's see how these guys are doing. Pretty good, but we need to get over here. We need to get some additional men, I should say, over here. Alright, boys. They've got a commander and everything. Let's send them right to the fight. Here we go, boys. An immediate attack must be set up. And I am considering using that arty soon. But we're still keeping the enemy under fire, so I think we'll be alright. Just for a little bit longer. What about over here? Yeah, we've got quite a few coming up on that right side. I don't like that. Bring in another infantry squad. And you know what? I am going to call in artillery right there. Just not sure of the situation. It might not even be that bad, but I just want to make absolutely certain that we stop all Australian attackers here. And New Zealand. I don't want to leave the New Zealanders out of this one. Damn it, it actually hit our own position. So sometimes actually defending these positions can be quite a challenge. Got some snipers there. I don't like that. Fire. Officer. A rifleman without a rifle? Here we go. He's got one. That's it, boy. And plenty more Australians over here, guys. We could drop an artillery strike right there on the left side. But I'm going to hope that our boys can hold on just a little while longer. I'm actually going to try to set up like this. I want to take a few men out of that unit, just a few of them. Like these 3 or 4. And I'm going to send them over here to the right side, since we don't really have much in the way of defenders. And it actually looks like the enemy has overtaken this area. So let's get over here quickly. Stop the Anzac attack. In fact, I might take even a few more guys, because I think this area is in much worse... in a much worse situation than the rest. We might even call in danger close on that position. Let's call it in. They're in the lines. Bomb them. Wonderful airburst rounds. Lots of officers there.
The infidels are attacking on the left flank.
Looks more like the right, but we will take a look, of course. Oh, I think one of them just threw a grenade. Alright, let's take a look at that left flank, see what's going on. In the meantime, we will call in some additional infantry squads. And yes, it does look like a lot of enemies there. Let's call in the artillery, since they are breaking the line, or just barely breaking the line nonetheless. It's important to hit them quickly. And every single one of these men will bring up to the left flank. If we need to, we can always get behind this stone wall here. In fact, it might be a good place to set up while we prepare to go behind the sandbags. No, we have to make it straight to the sandbags. Come on, boys. I'm gonna make sure that that mortar is firing on that position. It's just too many of them, and even with the officers pushing up, we don't need this. Give me that artillery. Artillery fire! For Turkey! Beautiful. I think it's off to a good start. That already is hitting the positions we want to be hit. What I like to see, boys. But look at all of the Anzac forces lining up here. That's why we so desperately need to get that second squad out. In fact, we'll get another squad, and I might hide these guys amongst the actual rocks. Or, you know what? Let's push up this way. What are you boys doing? I just want to get behind the rocks for now. Our men are quickly being taken out. They're actually able to hold their position, but just barely. We really need to get some men behind the sandbags here. Trying to stop that invasion for as long as possible. Of course, this is just the initial part of the Gallipoli battle. Once they push us off the coast, the Anzac forces begin to attack the trenches that are up here. Well, we can't see it right now, but they're up on the cliffs here. And that's where the true Battle of Gallipoli happens, and the true massacre of the Anzac forces. We're just trying to add to that massacre as much as possible right now. In fact, I might take a few of these boys. Quite more than a few, actually. Start setting up. Our artillery is out. So I'm just going to let them set up however the hell they want. And target the Anzac forces approaching here. Get some more. Plenty of units prepared to die here. And what's this?
Commander, the British have broken through the adjacent sector. The remnants of our company barely managed to break away from them. You must prepare for a flank attack.
Alright, it looks like a flank attack is beginning. They're going to attack us on the right side for sure, the right flank there. Let's just do what we can. Our artillery continues to fire, and I'm going to position these infantry right here. The second line of defense, I like to call it. There's still a few Anzac troops breaking off on the left side there, but I hope to be able to hit them before they actually make it all the way. And then, of course, we have to deal with the flanking situation if we are able.
They're coming!
Right, the flank attack. There it is. It's going to be the right side, of course. We can focus the artillery over there. We already have a few men kind of hanging out here, actually. So I might just keep our forces here. Keep it up, boys. Keep it up. Might be a little while before we can get any sort of infantry in that position. But let's see how we're doing on the left side. Actually, it looks like we've repelled most of the Anzac attackers. Still a few over here. Get them. We've done all right. Shift to the left, shift to the left. Now, they're on the left side. They are doing quite well. We've done what we can in terms of actual casualties. We could fall back over here. Move off the beach with these guys. And actually, I'm going to engage the Anzac forces over here because they're almost repelled. Almost. Let's see how that... No, they are advancing. They are advancing. We need to get another group here. Let's take these boys. We've also got those guys hiding behind the sandbags in this position, guys. And just... start setting them up. I'll send a few guys over here in these foxholes.
The British have captured the high
That's
ground.
it! They have captured the high ground. They pushed through at Gallipoli. I believe that's the most in terms of actual defenses we're going to be able to put up on the Gallipoli beaches. But I like to think we did a damn fine job. Looks like the mission continues despite the objective being failed there.
The British have landed on our right flank and are trying to take the high ground.
The fight is not over yet, boys. Just hit an officer at distance. Now we're just trying to rack those casualties up as much as possible. Alright, let's send some boys there to the right side. Gonna try to set up over here as close as I can to the guns. In fact, we are going to defend the guns with our very lives. In fact, everyone fall back to the guns, because that's all that's gonna get us any casualties at this point. So we're gonna fall back with all of our forces and just hold this position for as long as possible. For Turkey! Look at the Anzac forces on top of that hill. Damn! Can we get on that gun? I don't think we can. We can at least hold this position. It looks like our men are not trained in this kind of weaponry. Nice. Alright, let's keep it going. I can't believe we're actually holding out here at the very last point of attack. We've lost the machine gun. In fact, I don't even know where the damn machine gun is. It must be somewhere over here. We could keep one of our guys just kind of act as a sniper here. That's what I'm going to do. So Metin Yunan is going to just be our little sniper hero. Get a few more guys here in the bushes as well. Oh, we can't go past that area, or else we end up getting hit ourselves. Let's keep our distance.
The infidels have taken the central position.
This is, of course, what did happen on the Gallipoli beaches. The British did, or I should say the Anzac forces, did manage to land and capture the beach itself, but that's where things stopped. They got the beach, and then, of course, could not break the trench. So we're just continuing that. Keep it going. Fire. Mortars. Oh, wait, where's that MG? Oh, never mind. I see what happened here. Okay, let's get this thing. I'm going to try to set the MG up on top of the hill here, guys. Think you can see what we're going for with this? No! Come on, come on, come on. Right here, right here. Do not be afraid. That's what I'm talking about. Just imagine having to deal with that all of a sudden. Not so easy now, huh? Not so easy now. In fact, we could even send some units out to try and recapture that central point. I'm going to try. I'm just going to send our boys behind the sandbags here. I think that machine gun can hold them off for quite a while. In fact, we could take even better defensive positions. I wouldn't necessarily classify that as better. I think that machine gun is going to keep them away for good. They've got a whole group of units up here. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. And that is a proper machine gun fight. Reload. Alright, this is gonna... It's coming down to the very last. They are finally targeting this machine gun. Do whatever we can to save it. Let's move some men up there. I hope it's still operational. We're gonna try to get on it. They are definitely trying to take it out of commission. Oh, just a few seconds on it. And, of course, the Anzac forces finally realizing the danger of that MG. I think they finally overwhelmed us with their forces. We're not giving up yet, though. Not until we're good and ready. Gonna go ahead and take a final position. Well, we could call it a final position. We still have some forces behind a rock outcropping here. facing the enemy. In fact, we'll just head over here. Fight to the end. That mortar is still coming in very useful. Keep firing, keep firing. I think that's going to be it for the boys. Keep firing that mortar. Just about everybody here has been killed. Wait a minute! Hold positions on the high ground. Retreat to the indicated position, and now we have to try to evacuate the guns. I don't know if that's happening, boys. We are going to change to Toad, and we're going to try to escape with guns. I've never tried doing this before, especially not when my position's being overrun, but we're going to try, although I don't think this is going to work. Nonetheless, everyone escape, if you can. I think that's going to be it. And there we go. We see the actual enemy forces overrunning the position. But what a nice little fight. At least I like to think so. I think a pretty realistic fight for World War I. You know, they did eventually outnumber us. But nonetheless, a fun one. A fun one for sure. Okay, repel the enemy flank attack. We're completing a few mission objectives that I don't think we should be completing. But if the game wants to reward me, by all means. Oh, that's right. This also counts as artillery. Let's escape. Let's escape with the mortars. Oh! That's going to be the last stand of our boys. Well, we did fight to the very end. All we would have had to do to get a mission victory is to get away with the artillery, so that's something to consider in the future there. Still fighting to the very end. A brave man. There we go, guys. So for the enemy killed, 369, we had 134 men killed, and this, of course, shares the information of the battle itself, what occurs. But nonetheless, if you enjoy these World War I style battles, make sure to let me know by liking, commenting, and dropping a comment down below. Those comments mean so much. And subscribing, sorry. But those comments mean so much, guys. They help us get up there on the YouTube watch lists. So please, please drop comments.